So you're a struggling artist and you get in an accident, wake up in an alternate universe, and some of the most critically acclaimed work in your industry never existed, but you remember it? Are you gonna take credit for it and say it's yours? I mean, yeah, I'd be all over that, dude. Who do we put to star as the Joker? I got an idea. How about Mr. Brokeback Mountain Knight's Tale? That guy will be perfect. Trust me. Oh, never heard of Pulp Fiction before? Sorry, Quentin. I came up with that shit too. Yeah, dude. I mean... So guys, here's my spoiler-free review of yesterday. And it's pretty much about what I just said. It's a struggling musician. The guy's pretty much just called it freaking quits, dude. He gets in this accident, wakes up in the hospital, and suddenly all the Beatles music, the Beatles in general, they don't exist in this world. He does remember them though, and he knows their songs. And he just recreates the songs and says they're his. And suddenly a nobody becomes a huge somebody. And I gotta tell you, I respect the value and how important the Beatles music is and how much it inspired artists after that. Though I will say I'm not the #1 Beatles fan. When it comes to like old bands that are kind of before our time, Led Zeppelin was mine. And Jimi Hendrix too. Still, I did appreciate this movie. It's by Danny Boyle, who's done a lot of cool stuff. Very stylish director. He did Trainspotting, 28 Days Later, 28 Weeks Later, Slumdog Millionaire, which I think won the Oscar in 2008, the year that Dark Knight should have won it, or at least got nominated for it. The two leads are Himesh Patel and Lily James, and they are great together. They have this like friendship where there's interest, but it's kind of gone into like the friend zone since they were like kids in school, and they're really cool together. They have this little dynamic thing going. Ed Sheeran is in this too. He's a trip. He plays himself, and there's some funny moments with this guy. I wish I could say the same thing about Kate McKinnon, and I'm not saying she's a bad actress, but I freaking hate her, dude. All I can think about is Ghostbusters whenever I see her, and it's just rough. Oh, she's just like freaking scarred to me from that movie. And as a story, it's really nice when he starts playing the music, and it's like people are just like blown away by it. They're like, whoa, but not at first. This is a really deep movie, and I think deeper than it even wanted to be or was supposed to be. I just picked up on some stuff that I don't think was even meant to be, maybe just an accident. Case in point, he starts playing music, and it's a pretty classic Beatles song, and it keeps getting interrupted by a cell phone, neighbor coming over, and people are like, oh, start again, and people just aren't really listening to it. It was for laughs, and it is funny. But the thing I got most from that scene was really, in present day, we're always going around so much and doing all this stuff and so just overly distracted. We can't just stop and listen to something beautiful and appreciate it. On top of that, there are really a lot of touching moments. I'm pretty sure I'm probably about to get my period. I am bloated, but I was wiping my eyes a few times in this movie, and they weren't sad tears, they were happy tears. It really is a touching movie in a lot of ways. And going back to the humor, it was funny. There are some scenes here that are freaking hilarious. And the comedy pretty much all lands. There's an ongoing bit where it's not just the Beatles that disappeared from this universe, there's other things too. And as he keeps finding out, it's just funny. And there are some flaws in this movie. It is a little bit too long. There's a part where when Lily James is not in the movie for I think like 20 minutes, it's not the same. Her and that Himesh Patel guy, they work really good together. But other than that, it was really fun and enjoyable. I'm only reviewing this because I didn't get the freaking Spider-Man tickets early, so might as well. But I am glad I saw this. And this is a movie that kind of introduces the Beatles maybe to people that have never really appreciated them. And hardcore Beatle fans will love this movie. But you don't have to be a hardcore Beatles fan. It's still fun, it's enjoyable, it hits the right tones, and it really is like a feel-good movie. Like you leave the theater freaking happy, dude. Now I don't know how it's gonna do because this is the worst timing to release a movie like this. You have Toy Story 4, you have freaking Spider-Man, you have Annabelle, and you put it right in there. It's like, this is not a summer movie. This should be February Valentine's Day movie, or I don't know. But if you're into it and you want to see this kind of movie, you're gonna have a good time. And make sure you stay for the end credits. There's not some comic book post-credit scene or anything, but just being able to hear Let It Be over like theater speakers, it was nice. I think that's what they played. Imagine if certain things didn't exist in technology. Like what if I took MySpace and just tweaked it a little bit so you couldn't just follow somebody, you had to ask permission to follow them and they had to accept you. I wonder what that little tweak would be worth, FML. Guys, I hope you enjoyed my review. Please like and subscribe to all the stuff that I have, and thanks for watching.